Jonathan. 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 Come to me, my love.
Mina?
Come to me, Jonathan.
Mina? Where are you?
Over here. Find me. I am here.
Mina!
Jonathan.
I can hear you!
Over here. Come to me. Find me.
I'm trying, Mina, but I can't find you.
This way. You're almost there.
Mina, why are you out here?
It's such a beautiful night.
I'm so scared, my darling. Mina, you're so cold. Cold as death.
It's so very cold in the ground.
What?
Gentle, young Jonathan.
Who?
Matron Agatha. Every day you forget, but every day you are stronger. The fates are looking over your shoulder.
Where am I?
You are in hospital, in Budapest. 6 weeks you have been here. From Klausenberg, where you were found near death.
6 weeks.
Your brain has fevered, but every day you are stronger. You're far from home, but you will be well enough to return soon.
I'm so weak.
Shh. Calm yourself. You must rest.
Home. I must get home.
Before you can travel forward, you must remember from where you have come. There are pieces missing, young man. In your sleep you cry of wolves and bats. What are these nightmares that plague you?
I don't remember. I don't remember anything.
You will in time. Here. Perhaps today you will remember this. It was found in your breast pocket.
It has my name.
The man who sent this to you, he is not known to us.
I remember so very little from the time I left England. My God, what is it that I'm willing myself to forget?
Shh, you must take each day as it comes. You have been through a terrible ordeal, but you are safe here. Nothing can harm you. Poor soul, what terrible things you must have seen.
My friend, welcome to the Carpathians. I am anxiously expecting you. Sleep well tonight. At 3 tomorrow, the diligence will start for Bukovina. A place on it is kept for you. At the Borgo Pass, you will debark and travel north on foot. I trust you will enjoy your stay in my beautiful land. Your friend, Dracula.
I remember! Dracula!
spoke with the master last night. He came to me, right here in this cell.
Tell me about the master.
There isn't much to tell. I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. You will meet him soon enough, although you may not recognize him. He has many faces.
Like yourself.
Eh?
There are many faces you wear yourself. In a philosophical sense, I find you fascinating.
From so distinguished a colleague, Dr. Seward, I am quite flattered.
We are no longer colleagues.
Ah, the unpleasantries.
I hardly think that the killing and butchering of the landlord is simply an unpleasantness.
It wasn't very pleasant for him. I agree. What would you call it then, Doctor?
Psychopathic.
Perhaps I am mad after all. Who's to say,
The magistrate agreed. Put you in my charge.
Always a friend, Jack.
I asked you to tell me about the master. What did he look like last night?
A giant spider, holding court in the center of his web. He came in through that crack in the wall.
Is that why you eat spiders?
What sort of servant would I be to wish to eat my own master?
You ate your own landlord.
That is because I am mad, Doctor. Mad, but not without decorum. I eat little creatures of all sorts. Spiders, flies, mice. You won't let me have a cat.
Is he coming tonight?
No. He hunts tonight. He found himself a girl. A very pretty girl.
Who is she?
I can't tell you that. It would ruin the surprise, it would ruin the story. Already my master will be angry that I have told you as much as I have.
Come on now, Renfield. Tell your old friend.
No! If you get too close, Seward, the spider will snare you in its web. Do you want to know a secret? You'd be lucky to be me.
No change, Quincey.
Mina, any news on Dr. Van Helsing?
I heard there was a delay on the line from Paddington. He should be here by morning.
Our Lucy could be dead by morning.
Do not despair. God would not take young Lucy from us both so.
I wish I had your faith, Mina.
Story in all its madness. Perhaps I am mad.
I am not here to judge you. Tell me your story, if only to set your mind at ease.
My mind will never be at ease again. All the things that I have seen. Who knows what evil hides in these dark corners, these passages?
Good always triumphs over evil.
Is that so, matron? I wish it were true. But I have seen the very face of evil. It has a name. It lives in a castle atop a mountain. I should have listened to the old woman
Old woman?
on the coach from Bukovina.
Your journey is long, Herr Englishman?
Not too long now, I hope.
You have come far, then. May I ask what brings you to Transylvania?
A real estate transaction. I'm a solicitor for a firm in London, and one of your countrymen is purchasing property in England. I'm here to assist with the contracts.
How far you go on this coach?
Only so far as Borgo Pass.
I know many people in the area, but I do not know anyone who lives near Borgo Pass. Who is your client?
Count Dracula. Have I said something wrong?
My mother. Our people are of the old ways. There are many tales told of the creature that haunts Castle Dracula. We urge you not to go there, friend.
But I must. I'm assured the Count is a respectable gentleman. What is going on here?
You do not understand our ways, but if there is nothing we can do to convince you not to go there, take this crucifix and wear it.
Whatever for?
Protection.
Take it for you, Mama's sake.
Very well. But this is ridiculous.
This, my friend, is Transylvania, the old world. Our beliefs are unlike yours. Old beliefs, old devils.
Devils indeed.
It won't be long now, Papa.
It will be so beautiful to have a new face in the family, Katrina.
I'm in your debt.
Oh, how good it is to see you again, Quincey. And such a grown young man, eh? It is with regret that fate has brought us together during this difficult time.
My carriage is waiting. Have you eaten?
There will be time for such trivial pursuits later, eh? It is to young Lucy that you must take me. With haste.
Lucy? Lucy?
Quincey. Oh, I had a horrible dream. Spiders.
No spiders in here. Just friends.
Quincey, I'm far from looking my best.
You look as beautiful as ever. And this gentleman, he has traveled far to see you. Make you well again. May I present Dr. Abraham Van Helsing, a dear friend of my father's. And mine. I've often spoken of him.
No need to have gone through so much trouble on my account, Doctor.
Oh, it's no trouble, yeah? It rather is my pleasure, yeah? And might I add that Quincey's father, my greatest friend in the whole world, he would have been so proud to have you as his daughter.
Quincey, you never told me Dr. Van Helsing was such a rogue.
Might I sit down with you? Now, Quincey tells me that you have not been yourself for several weeks.
It started 3 weeks ago when we returned from the continent. An overwhelming fatigue. I supposed it was all the excitement of the wedding and our honeymoon, but it got worse. Constant. I'm so cold. Always cold. Cold as death.
And you have had dreams, yes?
Horrible, vivid dreams. Sinful dreams.
Is there any significance?
No. Dreams are simply manifestations of our conscious and unconscious fears, yeah? They cannot harm us. Mrs. Morris's body suffers right now, so her dreams projects out those fears, yeah?
Doctor, I never said I was afraid of my dreams.
How curious.
I remember nothing of the final leg of my journey to his home. I debarked the coach as arranged at the Borgo Place, the driver barely bringing the horses to a full stop to let me out. It must have been near nightfall, for the coach had been traveling for what seemed like many hours.
Go north.
I heard wolves crying all around. I heard other sounds too. Unnatural sounds. Inhuman. Suddenly there it was, at the very edge of the world. Awaited me across the hellish threshold. But at the moment, I was so desperate for shelter, sanctity from the strange elements that haunt the Carpathian Mountains. After so many long, tedious days of travel, I had finally reached my destination. I had arrived at Castle Dracula.
Dear God, I can see it all again in my mind!
Despair is not the solution to help young Lucy.
How is she?
Oh, she's resting, yeah. She has lost a notable amount of blood, Quincey.
How?
Oh, it is too early to surmise, yeah. Although I have already sent for the books from my office at the university.
Can you help her? She is the most precious thing in the world to me.
The situation is far from dire, yeah? But we must proceed with caution. As long as her situation does not worsen, she will recover. There are 2 tiny marks on her throat. Do you know how she came about these?
She said it happened when she pinned her shawl around her neck.
Did she? She told me it was on account of scratching herself in her sleep.
She's feverish.
Of course. Yes. Yes, she has confused herself, yeah? But we will know more soon. Fret not, Quincey.
Where are you going?
To procure supplies.
Supplies. What sort of supplies?
You don't have to continue. You can rest for now.
But I must. There is so much that I have to tell. For my own sake, if no one else's. Then you may judge whether I am mad. That fateful night. The night when all the horror in the world became real to me. In the guise of the man who emerged from his fortress like a wretched spider, welcoming its prey into its web.
Welcome to my home, Mr. Harker.
I now stood face to face with
Count Dracula. It was quite the trek from Borgo Pass. The fog was very heavy. I thought that I heard...
The children of the night. What music they make. No. I promise that you will see and hear things in this land that you have never seen nor heard in England. Please, won't you come in? Food and a warm fire await you within.
Thank you.
Soon, my children. These companions have been good friends to me. From them I have come to know your great England. And how I wish to be in the midst of the whirl and rush of its humanity, to experience its life, its change, its death.
Will you not join me for insomuch as a glass of wine, Count?
I assure you that I have already consumed well this night.
Well, the meal is excellent. My compliments to your house.
I have no staff. You will find no other life in this castle. It was I who prepared your food.
I'm astonished, Count. To maintain this castle, the grounds, it's a monumental feat for a man half your age.
The blood of the dragon runs through these veins. I assure you, there is much life left to me.
I have given you offense. Forgive me.
Nonsense, Jonathan Harker. We are no friends, and soon we shall be fellow countrymen. There is no offense.
Has your family always lived at the castle, Count?
The Draculas were once rulers of this land. These people. The ancient stories of our battles, victories. Our legend. But the warlike days are at an end. And blood is too precious a thing to waste in this time of dishonorable peace. And the glories of the old races are as a tale that is told.
Well, here's to the next chapter in your family's glorious history. A Dracula comes to England.
soon, all of this, it will just be a distant memory.
These first few weeks of our marriage should be our happiest. I'm so sorry, Quincey.
Nonsense. Are we not happy? When I look in your eyes, I see everything in the world that makes me happiest.
But I'm distracting you from your business. You should be in America. I'll be fine.
I'm not leaving your side. My business can wait. And when you're feeling well, we shall go. Together.
You are a good man, Quincey Morris.
I'm a lucky man.
Quincey, this is heavy. Could you help me with this, please?
Of course.
Good man, good man. Thank you. And how is my lovely patient this morning?
Tired.
Oh, of course. So much excitement following the arrival of your exotic guest. I have a gift for you, my dear.
For me?
Yeah, something that I hope you will honor me to wear.
A crucifix?
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yes, it's lovely.
Yeah. Here. Allow me to help you to put it on.
What's it for?
Oh, protection.
Protection? How curious. A physician who gives his patients jewelry and not medicine.
Oh, no. There are medicines in that box, yeah?
Garlic bulbs?
Oh, the oldest remedy.
Am I to eat all that?
Oh, no. That is not garlic for eating. That is garlic for protection. To ward off the virus that plagues you.
This is rather unorthodox.
Well, the threat that we face is unnatural, yeah? Come, I will need your help.
I don't understand.
I pray that you never will. Look, just do as I do. Rub the garlic around the door frames, around the grate, anywhere where there is an opening into this room.
I protest. Lucy needs treatments, medicines.
Quincy, I know the nature of the beast that we face. I know the methods by best which to fight it. In time, you will too. Until then, you must simply trust me. There is much that we must do before nightfall. Let us focus on the task at hand. And if I am wrong, then we will know that it is time for the great Van Helsing to retire. But if I am right, we may still save the life of your beloved. Trust me, as did your father, as did he.
I trust you with my life, sir.
Good. Now do as I do.
Est-ce que ça va mieux?
Oui.
Was it your trade that brought you to this Dracula?
A real estate transaction. The Count had contacted the company for which I am a solicitor in the thought of securing property in England. The deal promised to be rather lucrative, so the company consented, upon the Count's request, send a representative in person to present several potential properties to Dracula and to finalize the transaction.
Are you unwell?
I doubt I shall be ever well again, matron. How can I ever be at ease with myself? This wretched guilt.
Guilt?
It was I who brokered the deal with the devil.
Three properties, each distinguished in their own right. Might I inquire as to why Whitby, Count?
Would you so soon thrust an old man into the chaos that is, from what I have read,
the great city of London.
True. You will find that Whitby is a pleasant mix of bustle and scenery. I myself am quite familiar with it, as I have friends who live there. Whitby also does a fair amount of sea trade, and it does have some of the finest views that the country has to offer.
This one.
The Carfax estate. The lesser of the three properties, in my opinion, as the house is quite old and in need of immediate repair. The grounds are quite extensive, though, and it has a few neighboring properties. But the house does have a reputation, as most old houses do. No, I should like you to consider the other two properties, the Rosefleet House and my...
It is dawn, and I have inconsiderately kept you awake all night, Mr. Harker. Rest well, my friend. You will find your room in the wing adjoining this hall. Your case awaits you within. We shall reconvene this evening once I have reviewed the properties and have made my final decision. Be careful where you venture in this building. Parts of this castle can be quite treacherous, and there are shadows here. Dark shadows.
Lucy! Lucy!
Has she done this before?
Sleepwalking? Once. Just before her illness.
Lucy!
She's over there, by the boat.
My God, Lucy!
She has lost more blood. Get her inside, fast!
You are not to blame.
Quincey, I am going to need your assistance. She needs a blood transfusion immediately.
Well, she may have all of mine.
Oh, nothing so drastic, but time is of the essence, my friend. Roll up your sleeve.
I fell into a very deep sleep. Those early morning hours following my arrival at the vestibule of hell. When I awoke, I was startled to learn that I had indeed slept away the entire day. Had I fallen under some sort of spell? My watch had stopped. How odd. In my hindsight, I now wonder whether time moves at its natural pace in Castle Dracula. There was nothing natural about the castle. An eerie sense of unease seemed to envelop the entire structure. Grounds, that cursed land. Shadows and sounds which seemed to shift and taunt of their own accord. The entire castle felt empty, an ancient empty, as if no soul had graced its hallways and battlements in generations. What an impressive fortress this must have been in its day. In every room, the shadows of grandeur and scarce remnants of a time when the Draculas ruled this land. such opulence.
Good evening, Mr. Harker.
Had I already started to go mad? He cast no reflection in the silver.
Fatigue can cause one's senses to betray him. You slept well, I trust.
Yes. Very well, thank you. A deep sleep.
Nightfall is again upon us.
I do hope I didn't keep you waiting.
No, not at all. This is the time of day when I am most in my element. I have reviewed the properties that you have presented to me, and I have made my decision. Carfax will be my home.
Carfax?
You object to my choice?
No. It's not that the property doesn't have redeemable qualities. The extensive grounds are quite lovely, but the house itself is so old.
I myself am of an old family, and to live in a new house would kill me. A house cannot be made habitable in a day, and after all, how few days make up a century? No, it shall be Carfax.
Very well then. We shall draw up the papers and begin the terms of negotiation.
I have agreed to the price in full.
Surely, Count, there is some room for flexibility.
I will pay the proposed price in full.
In a bank draft?
In gold.
That is quite the considerable sum, Count. And in England, the bank draft is the preferred course of transaction.
Very well. You will draw up the paper.
Tonight?
Yes. It will keep you occupied whilst I am absent.
You're going out?
For the hunt.
Hunting at night?
It is not uncommon in this land. At night, we have the advantage. If the English are like the lion, then we are like the spider. We will seal this transaction this evening, friend Harker. I shall return before long. Work here, if you like. But under no circumstances must you sleep in this room.
Still no word from Jonathan?
No.
I'm so sorry, Mina. If I hadn't been so ill...
There's nothing you could have done. Poor thing.
Still, you're my sister in all but blood. Have you contacted the police?
They promised to send inquiries, but communication is difficult in that part of the world.
Transylvania. How dark a place it sounds.
Mr. Hawkins, Jonathan's employer, isn't too concerned. The man Jonathan went to see, a count, had suggested that Jonathan might spend some time at the castle to help him with the language. But that was 8 weeks ago. If you hadn't invited me here, I would have gone mad with worry.
Hush, Mina. Jonathan's a grown man who can look out after himself. He'll be with you soon enough, and then the rest of your lives will be spent together. Oh, Mina. Look at us. We're those little girls who dreamed of happily ever after. You're on the eve of your marriage, missing your Jonathan and me. Dr. Van Helsing says that I am getting better and stronger, but I don't think so. Perhaps the good doctor is only prolonging the inevitable. I still have these dark and powerful dreams. I feel something within me that is living but is not alive.
Lucy, you're talking in riddles.
I am not destined long amongst the living, Mina.
Don't be absurd. We're going to grow old together. 2 old women, just as we'd always imagined.
What is it to grow old but the passing of days, of years? After all, how few days go to make a century?
Let us go sit by the pond.
Dracula had warned me not to fall asleep in the dining hall, which struck me as very odd at the time. But it was an all-consuming tiredness that swept over me. A spell. Black magic.
Monster! Give me back my child! Ah! Give me back my child! Give me back my child!
Jonathan, go on your bed. As young and strong. There are kisses for us all.
This man belongs to me. A pity that you have learned our true nature so soon. I had hoped to keep you here longer under pretense to learn from you the English ways. Your fate, however, has always been sealed. I trust the papers are in order. I commend you on your work ethic, sir. Alas, our time together is at an end. And as for you...
Stop! If you love, there's nothing.
I have loved. Let us not forget what has been.
We do have nothing tonight.
Monster! Monster! Give me back my child! Give me back my child!
Renfield.
My master?
You have betrayed me.
No, not I, my master. I am your most faithful servant.
I have eyes everywhere, in the cracks in the mortar, scurrying underneath the floorboards. You told a man of me, of the hunt.
Words of reverence, my master. I would not have displeased you.
Ours was an arrangement signed in blood.
Then I shall bleed. Let me bleed for you, my master, but spare me.
I shall spare you a lifetime of suffering, of decay.
But I don't want to die. I wish to live forever.
To live is to die. And there are such worse things than death.
It's a miracle that I lived. I had lost so much blood. But the creatures had feasted enough for one night.
They left me for dead. This is the only reason I can think of how it is that I awoke that morning. My mind is still not clear on what happened between that morning and my arrival here in this hospital. I remember stumbling through the castle, trying to find my way out of that hell. So many corridors. I felt as though I was in Theseus's maze. And I have vague thoughts, which I pray are not my memories. Rather nightmares of my delusional state. I'm envisioning those creatures pursuing me in the shadows in the mist. And so I'm alive to tell my tale of my torment at Castle Dracula. You think me mad, matron?
I am not here to judge you. You have been through a terrible ordeal. But there are great mysteries in the heavens and on earth. But now you have unburdened your soul. You must rest.
No.
But dear Jonathan...
No, I thank you, matron, for all the kindness that you and the hospital have shown me, but I must return to England. To Mina, I must warn of the horror that is coming from the Carpathian Mountains.
I must insist...
As must I. I am determined, matron. There is nothing that you can say that will make me otherwise.
There is no persuasion to the resolution of modern youth. Very well. If you must leave, then let it be so. But you will not leave without food and medicine. And you must wait until morning. Dusk is already falling.
Very well, matron. Perhaps I should get some rest before my journey tomorrow.
I will arrange transport to the train station for you. Sleep well, young Jonathan.
There were several days of good health. But this improvement was only to be a brief reprieve, for the dreams soon came to haunt her again. In the end, Whatever remedies I had expended were no match for this vicious predator. May her soul find peace.
She has passed. I'm sorry.
She died peacefully.
The time of death was 7 minutes to 8 o'clock. Might I have a word with you away from the family?
Of course.
Thank you.
No, thank you. No, I don't indulge before breakfast.
Don't take the wrong impression, Doctor.
No. You are perturbed about Mrs. Morris's death, Mr. Coroner.
John Seward, you can call me Jack. Yes, truth be known, I am somewhat unsettled, yes. How long has she been ill?
Several weeks.
She'd lost a tremendous amount of blood. How?
That is yet to be confirmed. What is it that vexes you, Jack?
Well, I've seen this serious loss of blood before, or something very similar.
Tell me what you have seen.
And then you think you know what might cause it.
Oh, I think it is best that for your own sanity you know as little as possible, yeah? Please, just tell me what you can.
Very well. Now, you realise that what I'm relating to you is in strict confidence. I have an obligation to the families of the patients at my sanatorium.
Of course, yes, you have my word.
Very well. This resident patient of mine, Marcus Renfield, he was admitted to the sanatorium several weeks ago after he had committed a particularly serious crime. He's a brilliant man, a man of science, physician, one of the most kind and philanthropic men I've ever met. And then, suddenly, in an instant, something snapped.
So what did he do, this man?
He murdered his landlord. And then when the police discovered this gruesome scene, came to arrest him, he invited them into his home, cordially invited them to have some refreshment, and then calmly walked them through the various stages of the crime and the desecration that ensued.
Well, he is a monster.
The magistrate agreed. He said that no sane man could commit such a horrible act and ordered him locked up in my sanatorium. Poor man.
Poor man?
Well, I'm loath to admit it. I feel some sympathy for the man. I feel there's a decent soul hidden behind the ravings and his obsession.
His obsession?
Well, his consumption of life. Insects, rodents, even human life. He severely injured one of my attendants at the sanatorium. He slashed his wrists, attacked him and proceeded to drink from the wound. It took 3 attendants to restrain him. He looked like a man who was possessed. He often talked about his master.
Go on.
Some diabolical creature that has a hold over him. It manifests in the guise of animals, rats, wolves, spiders. Obviously the ravings of a madman.
Mad or a man with insights otherwise unafforded to the modern age.
I'm a man of science, Doctor. But the tragedy that has occurred in this room this morning bears a striking resemblance to something that happened in the institution. About a week ago, this man, Renfield...
Whom I would very much like to meet.
Therein lies another tragedy. This man, Renfield, is dead.
Poor soul. I mean, how did he die?
Well, evidently he was torn apart by some wild dogs.
My God. This is horrible. But why do you say evidently, friend Jack?
Because there was no sign of the creatures. None of my staff heard any sound except the poor man's cries, and the cell door was locked. There is no way, in my mind, that these beasts could have gained entrance or left.
Yeah, but surely there was a trail of prints into blood.
What blood, Doctor? There's not a sign of a drop of blood in that room, nor in the man's body.
Dear God, spare my soul! The devil has found me yet!
Florence. 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 Come here, dear.
Is it you, miss?
You know who it is.
The blue lady from the park.
I promised you that we should meet again, didn't I?
You did, miss. Just like in my dream.
Won't you come and play?
I don't much like the dark, miss.
No need to fear the dark. I'm waiting just inside for you. Come see the lovely flowers I've collected for you.
For me, miss?
Just for you. And you're almost here now, Florence.
I think I can see you now. Just up ahead.
Yes. That's me, dear. Come closer.
Is that for me, miss?
As I promised. Do you like it?
It's lovely, miss.
There are many more where that came from. There's a garden just over there. So many flowers in bloom. How I like it when things are in bloom.
Mother always serves tea in the garden. Will there be tea and cakes?
There will be a feast.
That's a lovely cloak you're wearing, miss.
It's the one they buried me in.
You're silly.
Am I?
In the name of Christ, leave this child be.
See.
She is afraid. Yeah? She will not attempt to feed again tonight. Yeah? The morning will come soon enough. We know where we should find her.
And where is that?
In the tomb in which she was buried.
She's in shock.
Come. You are safe now.
That wasn't Lucy.
No, it wasn't. No, it was a shell in which Lucy's soul has been imprisoned.
My diagnosis must have been wrong. Somnambulism, perhaps.
Yes. You saw it with your own eyes, Jack. You both did. Yeah. You have looked into the face of evil. Now you know what we are up against.
She is dead?
She is undead. Nosferatu, vampire. Every culture has its own name for the plague. It feeds off the blood of the living to sustain itself after death. It has no other purpose than to survive. It can live forever as long as it feeds you. It is a primal creature. Maybe even from beyond time, as we understand.
Had I not seen it, I should never have believed it. But I have known and loved Lucy for years, and that thing, that was not my beloved.
Well, what can we do?
Well, we can. We must destroy it. Yeah? It lives in unsanctified soil during the day. It can only wander at night because the sun's rays are fatal to it. Yeah? We must pierce the heart and remove the head. It is the only way to ensure that the vampire is freed.
Freed?
To wander the planet for eternity in the cold darkness of night, while the rest of the world is around it is constantly dying. Would it not be noble to fight such evil with compassion? And now, we must get this child off to home and prepare for the difficult task that awaits us in the morning.
Very well. When morning comes, then I shall have to lay my Lucy to rest for the second time.
All this cannot be.
Come now, Doctor. You will have greater reason to challenge your science and beliefs in a few minutes, yeah? But now we must get to work. Have strength, Quincey. This is not your Lucy. Now, the vampire is an ancient creature, and as such, must be fought by ancient means. The garlic, it is toxic to the Nosferatu. We must remove the creature's head and stuff the mouth with it. The host and the holy water. Ours is a battle between good and evil. And the beast repels at all symbols of his love. We must sanctify the soil, if only as a precaution. But first, we must pierce the heart with a wooden stake. One strike, Quincey, and it shall be done. It is only right that you should be the one to put an end to all of this. For Lucy? For Lucy! Look, Quincey, look! Finally at rest.
Yes. This is the Lucy that I have known.
Keep that image in your heart for the rest of your life, yeah? You have saved her soul. Now go home. There's nothing more for you to do here. Jack and I can see to the rest, yeah? Take the day to grieve, but when night falls, we must again be on our guard.
All this is not rational.
Now is not the time to debate the rational, Jack. It is time to put your surgical skills to work. We must remove the head. She is not the source of this infection, Jack. Rather the victim. We must now seek out the source of this evil. For rest assured, this evil will now hunt us.
What's done is done, Professor. No need for any more words of condolence. I'm at peace with our deeds this morning. Come, sit, have a drink.
Why not? On the subject of old ramblers. You know it is not over, Quincey.
I thought as much.
At the center of this web is a master vampire. It is this demon that has brought the plague of the undead to Whitby.
We must destroy him.
But we do not know if this vampire is or was a man or woman. The vampires can take many forms. Or the most ancient, the Nosferatu, have powers beyond our imagination. Or they can manipulate nature and times. They can exercise influence over animals, insects, or even people. No, this vampire may very well be the most dangerous foe to mankind.
We'll make it bleed.
Yes, this is good, Quincey. Yes, keep that fire stoked. If only for the memory of Lucy. Yeah? Miss Murray, you are leaving us?
I can't bear to be here anymore.
Oh, Quincey.
Thank you. And may God speed Jonathan back home to you.
Miss Mina, allow me to help you with your case. Yeah?
Oh, there's no need, Professor. It isn't heavy at all.
Oh, Miss Mina, you have hurt your wrist.
Have I? It must have happened in my sleep. A spider bite, perhaps.
I should not like to meet so large a spider that would make a mark like this. Yeah?
Doesn't hurt at all.
Infection can be deceptive. What time is your train?
There's a train at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, that is 2 hours away, huh? Well, as you have some time to spare, would you grant me the honor of allowing me to walk with you for a few minutes? Yeah? There remains a few matters that I would like you to shed some light on.
Of course. Some people are used to death, loss.
Oh, that is a morbid man indeed, Miss Murray. Huh? Death is as natural as the beauty of life. We almost embrace it at the end of our lives.
I feel that I'm surrounded by death of late.
Young Lucy's passing is a tragedy.
And Jonathan.
Your fiancé? Oh, Miss Murray, you must not come to such a dreadful conclusion.
No, Jonathan is dead. I can sense that he is no longer amongst the living.
You must maintain hope, Mina, yeah? And faith. It is your strength in the face of fear.
I know full well why you called me aside, Professor. I had hoped by leaving Whitby, I might escape Lucy's fate.
Lucy was a very sick woman.
I know that there has been a change.
A change?
In me. In the world. I see everything differently now. Whatever disease stole Lucy away is now slowly consuming me. I too have had dreams.
When did this begin?
The night after Lucy died.
Dear Mina.
I am not afraid of death, Professor. In fact, I think I might even welcome it. With Lucy, my dearest friend in all the world now gone. And Jonathan, my love, the very rhythm of my heart.
But he may still be alive.
Jonathan Harker is dead, Professor. And unless I leave here, death will continue to stalk Whitby. Quincey, you...
No. There will be no more death.
Don't tell that to the sea. She'll have none of that.
Mr. Swales, isn't it?
Right? Still me, just a little more weathered each day. I'm sorry to hear of the passing of your friend, miss. She was a pretty young thing.
Thank you. Professor Van Helsing, this is Mr. Swales, unofficial town historian. He can tell you anything about everyone and everything.
Only on account I've been here long enough. I heard you talking about death. And I can tell you I never seen so much death in these parts as in these past months.
Oh, you have me intrigued, Mr. Swales.
There's a seafaring graveyard atop that hill about a mile back. Stones marking empty graves. For when you're carried off at sea, there ain't no body to bury, is there? There's at least one grave for a murderer, too. Wouldn't have been right to bury her in the churchyard, would it?
A woman? How awful.
Aye, and a mother at that. Killed her unwed son for the insurance money. But the authorities couldn't prove it, and she died under mysterious circumstances without ever seeing a penny of the claim. They didn't bury the captain of the Demeter there, either. Folks around here are too superstitious to allow that.
The Demeter?
Aye. A Romanian cargo ship pulled into port about a month back. A ghost ship.
Ghost ship?
No crew. No passengers, save for the captain, and he was of no use to anyone.
Why was that?
Because he was dead. A dead man steering his ship into port, lashed to the wheel, a cross in his hands. His throat had been torn out by something on board that ship. Something which has never been found.
What happened to the crew?
Buried at sea, I suppose, or carried off. No one's ever been able to answer that.
It could have been the worker pirate, yeah? There are still thieves out on the high seas. Huh?
No, the cargo was all accounted for. Not that thieves would have any use for boxes of dirt, mind.
Boxes of dirt, you say?
At least a dozen of them.
And where were they going to be delivered?
Somewhere here in Whitby, I reckon. The harbour master might have been able to tell you that.
And where is he now?
He's dead too. Same night the Demeter pulled into port. Mauled to death by some great dog. Oh, very strange, in my opinion. The cargo would have gone through the customs house, seeing as how it came from abroad. Buy the old man a drink. He'll tell you what you want to know. But I'd leave well enough alone if I were you, miss. Something dark has come to Whitby, and I'll wager it came on board that ship. And now, if I don't catch my supper, I shall starve to death myself tonight.
Mr. Swales is eccentric.
Is he? I found him terribly insightful. Stay here, Mina. If only for a little while longer. Otherwise, I don't know if I would be able to help you.
If I am to die, then let it be amongst those whom I call my friends.
Aha! The Demeter and its unscrupulous cargo. Gentlemen, I remember it very well. The date was April the 6th. I shall leave you to your work while I take a couple of moments of refreshment outside.
Yeah. And thank you for your help, yeah?
Yes. April the 6th.
Here. 13 crates of soil originating from Romania. Demeter.
He sleeps in the earth in which he was buried.
You have now acknowledged what your mind once rejected. I commend you, Doctor.
Carfax House.
Do you know this place?
I do. It's very close to Quincey's home. I thought it was uninhabited.
It may be that it is uninhabited by life as we accept it.
But I don't recognize this name.
Can it be that we now know the name of the terrors that we face?
I can get us to Carfax.
No. It's getting too close to nightfall. And you have all the powers of hell at his command. No, we should wait until morning, yeah? But tonight, we must guard Mina with our lives.
Yes.
Adina, we have been looking for you. You should be in bed, little one.
I'm sorry, matron. I was playing with my new friends.
New friends? Here? You have let your imagination get the better of you. You are unwell and must remain in bed. You want to get better, yes?
But matron, I am so lonely here. I don't wish to leave my new friends.
Oh, you are so pale, Adina. Come, we must get you into bed. You can play with your new friends later.
Yes, matron.
past midnight.
Oh.
You get yourself some proper sleep. It's my turn to watch over her.
Oh, thank you, Quincy.
How many of these steaks did you say you need?
Oh, one should suffice, yeah. If God is on our side.
He is dead.
But he was feeling so much better.
God, no. Gotta wait for Carl.
Alive within me might feel the pangs of remorse at my actions. But you took one from my flock, and now I shall take one from yours.
In the name of God, I command you to leave this house.
You see, she is already mine.
She is touched by the devil. Oh, how horrible a hand fate has dealt you this night.
Professor, I am unclean. You must end my life, for I am doomed. I have known for days the nature of the devil who possessed me, but I was under his command. I have been unable to live under my own according to this moment. You must end my life. Like you did Lucy's, it is the only way.
No, it is not. There's another way. You still live. If we can defeat this creature by sunrise, the curse may still be broken this night. To Carfax we must go. Jack!
There is nothing more I can do for him.
My dear friend.
I gave him my best, Abraham. The bastard. He beat me.
You saved Mina's life. He would have killed her tonight, had you not prevented it.
I'm dying, aren't I?
Yes. Are you afraid?
Because I'm on my way home. To Lucy. My beautiful Lucy. Look how beautiful she is.
We must end this tonight. Or die trying. Else this man's life is in vain.
Yes.
Captain Agatha, Adina's gone missing again.
No doubt she is at play. I think I know where she is. Fetch me a lamp, would you?
A lamp, of course.
Silly girl. At play with her new friends in the dark.
Oh, Mina! She should not be here.
She is not safe alone at the house.
He is here. I feel his mind touching mine. He is here. In this house.
Can you feel it? In the air, Jack? Yeah? Something ominous.
It's cold here. Colder than it should be.
It is evil, Jack. Careful. It can catch you unaware.
Join me.
But good always triumphs over evil. It must, otherwise the world is upside down. Keep faith, Jack. For Mina. For Quincey.
My only faith is silence.
Well, that faith draws you little comfort now, eh, Jack? Onward we go, Dr. Seward. Into hell.
Mina, come to me.
Adina! Adina, where are you, child? Adina, come here. Adina?
They are fools. I cannot die. I will crush them. They do not understand the forces they are up against.
It doesn't appear to be unlocked, but the hinges are all busted.
Well, let us put our weight against it.
Yeah. No one lives here.
No thing lives here, eh? Yeah. Shh.
Digging.
Yeah. Digging what?
I don't know. But whatever it is, it's coming from the bowels of this place.
Further down into the inferno, Dr. Seward.
I wait for you. Bring them to me.
Adina. Adina, there you are. What are you doing down here?
here.
He is preparing to flee.
There!
The soil from his native land. The earth that his remains were originally buried in.
It must sleep in the ground in which it was interred.
Yeah. We must sanitize these boxes, Contaminate the soil with purity. The host of the holy water, we must make haste. Good. That's the holy water. It singes the flesh of the beast, much as the crucifix did to poor Mina, And the host, the icon of our Savior. He will not be able to return to this ground. And we must do the same with all the boxes. They could be anywhere in the country now. 13 by the ship's manifest.
I will search this place out.
No, it is too dangerous, Jack.
For Mina, for Quincey, Professor.
Yeah, but be careful. He can take many forms, Yes. And it is best that you take Miss Mina with you.
Yes.
I bid you welcome.
Two players, guardians at the doorway to good and evil. What part will you play, Count Dracula? The hunted or the hunter?
It will not sadden me to destroy you, Van Helsing.
You leave nothing but death in your wake. Or you may destroy me, but this will be your last night on this earth.
You are not the first man to challenge me, Professor. Many have tried, and they are all dead, and yet I still exist.
Why did you come here?
To feed, to survive. Such is the very basic instinct of my kind, of your kind, Van Helsing. Would you so soon see your children starve?
Your kind are a pestilence on this earth.
And yet, it is you that we view as the beast. It was you who destroyed my Lucy. I shall take your precious Mina in return.
I have already assured you that your reign of terror shall end tonight. Yours is an ancient race. You are beyond your time.
You see, Van Helsing, she is already mine. Hoped to find you. His love for you was admirable. He suffered. He screamed as my brides tore his flesh and drank his blood. But you, soon you shall know no pain. You will be my most precious child of darkness.
Jonathan.
What beautiful music my children make.
In the name of God, this madness must end. Tonight, all those deaths.
For Jonathan!
Cannot die.
Praise be to God.
Same nightmare, Professor. It's so strange. The same dream every single night. I'm at a loss to understand it. There must be a rational explanation. There must be.
Of course there is, John. And we will find some explanation together.
It has been a year since our strange encounter with Count Dracula. Although the menace was defeated, the casualties of battle were high. Poor Dr. Seward, his mind now broken, unable to process the supernatural events which almost consumed us. Dr. Van Helsing has taken charge of his care, being a man of virtue and honor. I lost my two dearest friends in the whole world, and my only love. I will never be able to wrest from my soul what Dracula has given me. I can only hope that in time I can free myself of his gift.